long has it been since my last paranormal compilation? A month? Maybe a year? Possibly a fortnight? Not quite sure how you count a fortnight. I think you need a bunch of kids with Xbox controllers. Though I may not know Fortnite, I do know paranormal intros. So please, enjoy your favorite paranormal intros here at the Never Knowns channel. And if you've got the time, please, leave a like and subscribe. But, without further ado, let's get in the mix.
How can I help you?
Some people have broken into my house.
What is your full name, sir?
Jebediah Bancroft Jr. with 2 S's.
And where are you now?
I'm hiding in the basement.
How many intruders are there?
3.
Have any of them seen you?
Just the small one.
The small one?
It stretched out its tiny little arm and pointed its finger at me, then said, "Batman! Batman!" That's when I ran to the basement.
Sir, are you referring to a child when you say small one?
Yes. Oh my god, they're so creepy.
Sir, I see here the house is owned by an individual named Dean Schmoller, who purchased the home 2 weeks ago from the bank.
That would explain why they're bringing things into the house instead of taking them out.
Sir, are you sure you're in the correct home?
How dare you? I'll have you know my family's been on this land for countless generations, and will defend it with my life and axe thing.
By axe thing, do you mean an axe?
Yes?
Okay, sir, where is the axe now?
It's in a safe place.
That place being...
The side of my cranium. And before you ask, yes, I had a minor disagreement with my brother-in-law at the time, and one thing led to another, yada yada, axe thing misunderstanding.
Sir, are you deceased?
Huh. They found me. Annabelle, this may be the last time we talk.
That's not my name.
Promise me you'll bury me with my axe thing.
Absolutely not.
Spare me, for I am the ghost of Gettysburg. Wow. And she ran off back into the darkness. Those were the good old haunting days. Now they got all them new technologies and horror ARGs and TikTok dances. Hold on, this is my favorite part.
General Lee did nothing wrong!
Every time. Well, I guess in the future us ghosts will just become obsolete like everything else. Well, let's hope we're not around to see that, huh? Oh, here we go. We got a live one. Fear me, for I am the and they're doing a TikTok dance. Hashtag killing it. Dear Never Knowns, now that you're a world-renowned YouTuber with 63 subscribers, I've always wondered, how did you cut back on expenses when times were tough? Sincerely, your #1 biggest fan, and former President of the United States, Barack Obama. Great question, and I'm glad you asked. You know, my life hasn't always been knockoff Ludwig haircuts and $6 t-shirts. No, there have been times where it's been rough. And in those times, I've tried to live my life by the 4 R's. That's right, reuse, reduce, and recycle. And probably the most important one, remember that if it's abandoned, then everything inside is up for grabs. Whether it's a haunted house or a murder house, you can find pretty much everything you need. Things such as a 5-piece bedroom set. I think it's 5 pieces, I'm not sure how to count a bedroom set. Does the haunted lamp count? I'm not sure. By the way, this looks like a statue of Jesus back here. You think you wouldn't abandon Jesus when you left. You can find all kinds of things in places like this. Shower curtain hooks, curtain rods, hibachi grill sets. That little springy stick thing you use to hold toilet paper rolls. Heck, one time I even found myself some slightly used Murder Mansion mayonnaise. It was a good day. So save yourself a couple of dollars. Reduce, reuse, recycle, and as always, remember to choose something out of the Dahmer collection. The planet will thank you for it. Why not start a cult? 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 It's that time again where we gather around the computer monitor as a family and we watch a new reaction video by yours truly, Neverknowns. A channel that was originally started by my great-grandfather, Dr. Dean Schmoller Battenlily, no relation, whose dreams of a better life led him from the coasts of Yugoslavia across the frigid Atlantic to a new world only known as Texas.
Who had the halibut on the poop deck? Who had the halibut on the poop deck? I'll knock him for a loop. That silly nincompoop. Who had the halibut on the poop deck?
After losing multiple high noon gun duels to the death, Pawpaw decided he needed to get the hell out of that area quick, so he packed up his things once again and headed for the frosty north, eventually landing in Canada. After many years and finally being indoctrinated fully into Team Celine Dion, Dr. Battenlily decided to take on one last adventure, that digital wave of dreams, and started the Neverknowns channel. This was recorded in 1896, and they didn't have Photoshop back then, so you know that's gotta be real. Since those days, the Neverknowns channel has continued to grow from a simple no subscribers all the way up to 62. Because of our high quality of standards, practice, and policies, such as wearing pants, my followers can only expect the best from this channel. And that's why, once we hit 200 subscribers, I've decided to buy a green screen. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so we can reach our goal as quickly as possible. Also, why not go down into the comments section and state what's your favorite part about the Neverknowns channel? But please, nothing sexual. It's more of a YouTube rule, not mine. What's the matter, buddy? You look a little gloomier than usual in the old human meat room. You ever feel that there's more beyond the human meat room? What, like, beyond the blood border? I don't know, it's just... Hold on, this is my favorite part. Why would you turn on music? It's not like you can hear it over the chainsaw and blood-curdling screams. Classic horror trope. Kind of like us flies flying around the rotting human remains. Besides, it's delicious. See, that's what I'm talking about. Haven't you ever wanted to taste something else other than human flesh? Like what? I don't know. A lime? All I know is our monster boy over there is out there hustling every day to bring home that human meat. And he loves it. Wait, you think he looks like that because he's a monster? No, that's scurvy. The pirate STD? You're thinking of syphilis. Syphilis? Wait, what are we talking about?
Welcome to Neverknowns' 54 subscriber intro special, starring Neverknowns, who'll be answering subscriber questions, BizarreBub video reaction, maybe Yara will show up, we're not quite sure, and finally, the Solid Gold Dancers.
Really?
No. I'm your host, Generic Voiceover Guy, and welcome to the greatest event in YouTube history.
Hey, listen, I'm super excited to be here. I can't thank you enough to you, my 54 subscribers, and of course the big guy upstairs, hashtag Double P Scoop 7. Let's not mess around. Let's get right to your questions.
Pina Colada Dreams 666 writes, Big man, keep on keeping on.
Hey, you got it.
Fresh demon here, summoned up to the earthly plane by a couple of teenagers using a Ouija board to talk to John Lennon. Any advice on how to let them know I will be tormenting them for the rest of their lives?
I'd go with an edible arrangement. Nothing says give me the bad news like a mouthful of pineapple. Wait a minute, what was that?
Harry in the Woods 5 writes,
Should we call someone about that last one?
being a Wendigo, your YouTube channel's the only thing I can pick up here in the Utah Outback. Try not to get lost on a hike. We might have an interesting lunch. Just kidding. I'm hideous.
Was there a question in there? Because it sounded more like a threat.
Captain Probinum72 writes,
Somebody is screening these emails, right? Before it goes to the announcer?
let me start off by saying I'm a big fan. But I may have taken some of your bathwater to grow a clone of you in a vat here in space. And since you've been grown, you seem kind of depressed about the whole thing. Any ideas on a way to connect with him, you, on a personal level?
I don't know. Give him a lightsaber, tell him he's a Jedi.
City Health and Wellness writes, as discussed in my office Monday, attached is the prescription for the extra strength antifungal cream. Be sure to apply liberally to the groin region and keep me and my colleagues informed of the situation. We've never seen anything like it. Sincerely, Dr. Schmoller.
Why not start a cult? It's hard to believe it's been almost a year since that video. God, I look so much younger. Head full of ideas and a pocket full of dreams. I don't know what that means. And since then, I've amassed a massive 53 subscribers. And it's time for me to start thinking about retirement. No, not that retirement. The big retirement. But I'm going to want to get the best out of my afterlife. That's why I've decided to sign up with Dean Schmoller's Afterlife Shenanigans policy. After you leave this mortal coil, and before your home goes onto the market, Dean and his team will make significant renovations to your home so that when the new owners arrive, everything is in place for all the paranormal shenanigans. Why not rattle the night away as Dean's team installs loose-fitting doorknobs? Family having dinner downstairs? Why not spend the evening walking upstairs on the creepy floorboards? You could also just kick back, relax, and let the homeowners uncover special little hidden morsels the team leaves behind on your behalf. Sounds good, but it's still not scratching that ghoulish itch. Well, don't worry, Dean and his team still have plenty up their sleeve to help you out. How about a hidden closet filled with costumes that you can wear while the family walks up the driveway? If you decide to go with the Platinum package, one of Dean's teammates will secretly follow the family around, only to run away when they try to engage him in conversation. Eventually, they will come out of the shadows in order to explain the house's dark history in a way that is completely fictitious. You could always go with one of my personal favorites, which is putting a light switch opposite of the door, which means that they would have to cross the entire room before they could turn the lights on. But wait, there's more. Easy to open cabinet doors, creepy antique music box for the attic, the classic unkept trees so branches can scratch against the windows, and of course, dolls. Holy a lot of dolls. So when it comes time to pay the piper, make sure you've paid for Dean Schmoller's Afterlife Shenanigans policy. Are you living your best afterlife? Death. The most common way people pass away. But just because Mother Nature's ready to murder you, doesn't mean you have to leave things unfinished. The robotics department of Dean Schmoller Technologies has been working hard for the past decade and is proud to introduce you to your own unit, or you for short. With an assortment of models, you'll have no problem finding the perfect you to be you, and you will be ready to step in as soon as you leave this mortal coil. Your passing will be hard enough on your friends and family, not to mention the rest of the human race. Why not let you help with the transition? You will be able to give your own eulogy at the funeral in excruciating detail, not to mention airing out those old grievances and maybe some secrets you've been harboring away. But you can do so much more. Worried about your TikTok dance updates? Dean Schmoller Technologies will make sure you get all the latest dance craze downloads. Just because you're dead doesn't mean your social life has to be. When it comes to you, keep the good times rolling. The possibilities are endless when it comes to you, especially since you're dead and technically don't have a criminal record anymore. Be bold, be brave, be you. Dean Schmoller Technologies. Doesn't the world deserve more you? The you, not the you that... Wait a minute. Welcome back to Coffee with Bigfoot, the paranormal podcast that interviews paranormal entities. Today's guest is a Mr. Jebediah Bancroft Jr., who, after a recent misunderstanding with law enforcement, realized he's been dead for the past 200 years. I hope I pronounced your name correctly, Mr. Bancroft, and welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, and yes, you pronounced it correctly with both S's. But the Mr. isn't necessary.
Finally letting your hair down and throwing off the shackles of society?
No, it's just because I don't have genitalia anymore. Here's an interesting thought. Because your spirit doesn't actually have genitalia, does it matter if you call yourself Mr. or Mrs. while you inhabit a human body?
Let's not have that conversation.
It's all biology, really.
What?
I sure do miss the little guy, though.
I feel like we're not on the right track here.
Peter and the Dead Guy is what they used to call us.
That literally nullifies everything you were saying before.
Oh, the adventures we used to go on. Alone.
Okay, do you have any advice for the living before we wrap this up? And please don't say anything about...
Enjoy your genitals today, because they could be gone tomorrow.
There you go. Helpful tips from Coffee with Bigfoot. Enjoy your genitals.
Quick question. Could you bury me with my axe thing?
Absolutely not. Made with 100% natural elements. Isn't everything made with elements in some way? Life can be confusing. That's why here at the Neverknowns channel, we pride ourselves in bringing only the most quality products to your screen. Every item is rigorously tested by the staff here at the Neverknowns channel. Because it isn't always about me. It's about you. And me. Mostly me. So it's with a heartfelt apology, and of course, advice from legal counsel, that we must issue a recall on a product that was recently endorsed here on the Neverknowns channel. If you or anyone you know recently purchased the Dean Schmoller Sleepy Time Snuggle Socks, please listen to the pre-recorded message after this. It'll give you all the information you need in order to return your socks and get yourself to a safe place. Once again, my sincerest apologies here from the Neverknowns channel. Good luck and Godspeed. Christ on a cracker, these things are dangerous. Okay, if you own a pair of these, you need to call Poison Control immediately, and then contact your local law enforcement department who can get the CDC out there to remove them safely and correctly. Also, if you have a friend who might have these things, you need to remove yourself from any forested area that may or may not have plants, as well as any large bodies of water, and definitely not the desert. Don't go to the desert, that's the worst place you could go. Julie, give me that list over there. Yeah, give me this one. Okay, people, here's going to be a list of symptoms. If you own these socks, be on the lookout for these symptoms. If you do have these symptoms, what I want you to do is I want you to lock yourself into a room. It doesn't matter which room, preferably not the bathroom, and make sure you're holding a single hot dog. Don't eat it, just hold it. Okay, any of these symptoms, and we're learning as we go here, folks. I mean, this is fresh off the press here. Okay, waking up with missing toes, waking up with more toes, waking up as a toe, thinking you live in a world where the Monopoly Man doesn't have a monocle. If you use the word surreal, I think is how you pronounce it, uncontrollable urge to haunt shadow people from the shadows. I'm not even sure how that would work, but okay. Thinking the paranormal isn't real, of course that's dumb. And finding yourself eating mushrooms. Don't eat mushrooms, people, that's fungus. And not clicking the like and subscribe button or not leaving a comment on this video. Please, we need your help here. Let's make it happen, Cap.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Fuzzface, it's me. Listen, I'm going to be out of town for the next couple of months, but don't worry, there's plenty of schnibs in the pantry and some pizza money under the litter box. And please, don't eat any of the Legos. I know they look tempting, but we don't want a repeat of what happened in Vegas. Rod Stewart is still cyberbullying me on Roblox. Hey, Fermigo. Listen, I've noticed you started responding to people's comments on my YouTube channel. Do you think maybe we could tone down the human sacrificial stuff to the cat gods? It's kind of freaking some people out, myself included. Listen, have a good one. I'll talk to you soon. Who would Sup, Mixmaster Meow? Hey, listen, I got some law enforcement authorities giving me a call. Have some questions about some rather suspicious overseas transfers out of my bank account. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that? Oh my god, there's blood everywhere. What have you done? What have you done?
An inmate at the county correctional facility. This is a prepaid call from...
Pick up!
We're guaranteed to find an identical copy of our whole universe, as well as countless variations where things are similar to here, but still different.
Multiple universes now are a genuine possibility, which begs the question, is there another you in a parallel universe?
Whether you like it or not, the fact that we live in a multiverse is the dominant scientific paradigm. Suck it up.
So what are these people telling me? That in some of these parallel universes, I'm a different person? Like, I'm an astronaut or a doctor? No, I'm thinking too small. No, maybe I'm the President of the United States. Or Godzilla. Wait a minute. If this is true, then that would mean that in one of these universes, I'm Jesus.
I agree with the principles that Jesus advocated, and there are some.
Blessed be, child, for I have risen. I should probably fix my eyes while I'm at it.
So this year we have found one of the old books for the blessing of the beer, and so we'll be doing it the blessing in Latin.
Why not start a cult?
He's out of line, but he's right.
Mushrooms. Arguably the most terrifying and paranormal creature we've ever talked about on this channel. From the extinction of the dinosaurs to the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, most scholars and scientists agree mushrooms are real. After mankind's first introduction to mushrooms by Mother Nature, mushroom mania, or the shroom boom, has slowly integrated itself into human society, growing like a fungus.
Two piping hot mushrooms, one stone cold.
One mushroom in the oven, chef.
One of the mushroom's most powerful paranormal abilities seems to be to convince human beings that it actually tastes good.
And so my family just kept saying, you have to try them, you have to try them. Well, I tried them, and if hell had a taste, it would be this.
And though there are countless reports that mushrooms taste terrible, chefs seem to still be putting them in their culinary delights.
And after the priest finished the exorcism on the kitchen, he looked at me and he said that this happens far too often, and it is simply destroying families.
From the dinner table to the Illuminati, mushrooms have long been rumored to be connected to some of the most devastating acts of humanity. In fact, if one were to detonate one of the world's most powerful weapons, a nuclear warhead, the result of the explosion creates a mushroom cloud. Like you, I was taken aback by the amount of evidence showing that mushrooms have affected mankind in a negative way through its entire existence. Whether that's tricking the human palate through its taste buds, shadowy backroom deals with the cabal, or simple mindless destruction. We must remain ever vigilant to remove these things from our society, our planet even. Our destiny, our future, depends on it.
Is the best talker, the best worker. Like, I would probably have to go with
Never Knowns.
And one time we made eye contact, and I felt like I'd known him my whole life. There was some extra chemistry there. And I see that, and I understand how
Never Knowns
can rise.
Grounded, sturdy, morally sound person.
My own personal feeling is that, and this is beyond religion or spirituality, is that this is all in the
Never Knowns.
Motherfucker.
Hanging out with Never Knowns.
Jason Sudeikis
called me or emailed me or something. He said, hey, me and Ed Helms and Will Forte are going to get together and play.
Never Known's paranormal reaction videos.
That's all I kind of really needed to hear.
When I see it all put together like that, it reminds me of all the good things I've done. Now this is definitely not one of them. If you've stuck around this long, please click the like and subscribe button. And if you want, go ahead and share this video. Or don't. I'm on the back half of my life anyways. But until next time, I'll see ya when I see ya. So see ya!